I'm the youngest of 9 children. My mother was a civil rights leader, actually. She was president of the Coffee County NAACP for a few years. From the work that my mom did, I could see that black students were treated unfairly. I could see that you go to the banks and you didn't see black people working in the banks. That was the reality of it. And I was like, I would like to make a difference.
Olivia speak up and speak out, just like her mother before her. So it's not unusual to see Olivia being an advocate for the people, because the people sure come to her, more so than they do go downtown and talk to the mayor or any of the others. People know who's willing to help them and who's not. They know. They go to her, and she gets some results.
She's doing things that would not get done if she did not stand up and do it. Fighting for the less fortunate, fighting for people's rights who have been wronged.
That she has been successful as a sassy black woman. And she has the very audacity to demonstrate the kind of courage that women of any color needs.
I was the first black female in the city of Douglas to become an elected official. And the fact that my mother was able to live 10 months after I got elected, oh, that meant the world to me. And she told me one day when we were alone, I don't care if you have to stand by yourself, you stand on what's right.
Ms. Coley Pearson was doing what she always does, which is help get people to the polls and get the word out. And it wasn't until 2016, so about 4 years later, when she was informed that she had been indicted.
It started with a complaint filed with the Georgia Secretary of State's office. The claim, illegally assisting voters in 2012.
Secretary of State's office investigated and found no wrongdoing. And yet the case got referred to the district attorney.
And I was indicted. And the charges were, there were 4 counts altogether.
It's 2 counts of improper assistance of the vote and two counts of false swearing, all felonies.
Okay, so the first trial, it was held here in Douglas, Coffee County, my home. One young lady who was on the jury, she refused to vote guilty.
One of the jurors told the Southern Center for Human Rights the only reason Pearson received a not guilty verdict because one of those people got on the jury, later clarifying those people meant blacks.
We try to take on cases that can expose sort of underlying racism in the criminal legal system. And the fact that a black grandmother who was the first elected black city commissioner of a small town in South Georgia was prosecuted for helping a young black woman vote. There's a lot there that suggests a motivation of race.
When they went back to deliberate, they were back out in 15 to 20 minutes with a not guilty verdict. Not guilty.
This deters people from voting, this kind of a prosecution. I can't tell you how many people we met, including the woman who Ms. Coley Pearson helped vote, who said, this is exactly why I don't vote. And these are all people of color.
Fear is definitely one of the motives behind that. Show black people that if you so-called get out of your place, then you have consequences that you will suffer. It hurts. I cry. I still cry. I pray, but it made me more galvanized. I've advocated for anybody who I feel were treated unfairly and did not receive justice. I've done that from day one. And that's just my work, because I don't like to see people mistreated, and I speak out about it. But as long as I know that I haven't done anything wrong to anyone, and I know in my heart that I've done what's right to help anybody, I'll just have to be hated. Because I would not change, I would not stop, because right is right, wrong is wrong, and justice belongs to everybody. It's our innate human rights to have justice. And I believe that's my calling.